You feel like you don't matter, feel like your life doesn't matter, get involved.
One of our warriors from Levin, they came to support us today. Make it very clear that Oranga Tamariki is a lawless, corrupt, criminal ministry that needs to be closed. And as Radio New Zealand asked me this morning, with the fact that the Kaitaia site has been closed, and if I had any empathy for those social workers who allegedly just go to work to do their job.
Didn't work for the brown coats.
None. They use taxpayers' money to abuse us where they live, and they must take the consequences for their behaviour. We've asked ministers repeatedly through National and Labour, useless. While at New Zealand First, Tracy Martin was a clown, and now she's been run out because she wouldn't stand on the top of the CEO of Oranga Tamariki, Moss. And all the complaints that we've been making for numerous years have come out in reports by Judge Bosia of the Ombudsman and their abuse and lawlessness over Section 78, which removed the right of a parent to be the guardian of a child. And we've been telling the Child Commissioner, Judge Beecroft, that human rights have been abused by the state of New Zealand for numerous years, and he knew, and he did nothing. Just the same as all those government officials and bureaucrats that allow children to be sexually tortured with electrification on their genitals at Lake Alice, which was upheld by the United Nations. That New Zealand, and I'm sure the average New Zealander would be horrified if it was their own child that was electrified on their genitals Many of these people have died trying to get justice. And Jacinda Ardern and Andrews Little, with his little, have done nothing but worse. Crown Law, those lawless bloody lawyers that are paid for by the taxpayers have been covering up the behaviour of Dr. Leaks and those criminal social workers and mental health workers within the confines of Lake Alice. And won't let these people get justice. And Helen Clark was no better. That she allowed these people to be physically or sexually abused is unacceptable. These were kids, some as young as 4 years old, men and women. No, we cannot allow the likes of Oranga Tamariki to exist in New Zealand. They cause more damage than good. And we've got to sort out the rubber stamping of these judges in the New Zealand Family Court. What a criminal bunch they've turned out to be. They don't stand up for the law. They stand up for their own private behaviour. Criminals. We've got to stop them. We've tried to complain to ministers, and I'm sick of listening to their junk. Using our taxpayers' money to abuse us. They're outrageous. You're not standing up for our people. I've had enough, and I know there's many of us here today and all around New Zealand and across the 62 sites of Oranga Tamariki, where we've been outside yesterday and we're also outside them today in Kaitaia and in Christchurch, and we're no longer going to allow our taxpayers' money to abuse us. And Grenier Moss, pack your bags and try to convince us that our children are safe. New Zealand is a very dangerous country to be a protective parent or a child, because the state is the biggest abuser by far. And we're seeing that in the Royal Commission on Sexual Abuse. We've seen it with the Boucher Ombudsman report, their lawlessness. We've seen it in the Waitangi Tribunal. We've seen it with Mana Horror reports. There's no change. It hasn't changed. All they did was rebrand it from social development to child, youth and family to Ministry of Vulnerable Children to Oranga Tamariki. Those same senior management are running the show outside of this building, and they've got to be run off. There is no credible organisation or private organisation in New Zealand that would be able to stand up to the scrutiny of one of those reports, let alone 5 of them. Oranga Tamariki, gotta go. And we will be there, 62 sites all around New Zealand. We're not going to stand for it. You have hurt the people and our children, and we're not going to accept it. How come some of these social workers who create